and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alexis Michelle. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, thank you very much for your support. Today it's gonna be a story time, so make sure y'all just go ahead, grab something to drink and get cozy for the story, because I can't honestly believe that this has happened to me. But it happens to a lot of people more than we want to think it does, more than we want to say it does. But I definitely want to be the voice of someone who just feel like they can't speak out about it, or they don't have nowhere to turn to, or just something, you know, just an outlet for somebody. Because me, I'm definitely going to speak on something once I feel like, okay, you're crossing the line. Let's just nip this in the bud right now. So before I get into the details, I just want to give y'all a little backstory on like my family. So on my dad's side, I really don't know all of my cousins, but my family is humongous, like really big. And I took it upon myself to like go try to find all these people, and you know, like we need to rally up, like, because it's too many of us out here to not know each other. And I would hate for like when my kids grow up to be having relationships with their cousins, or not even knowing that these people are their cousins and they're going to the same school. So I just wanted to make sure that our family knew each other, because now it's our generation that's coming up that needs to make sure, like, okay, we stay together, we know each other, we know our family dynamics and everything. So I took it upon myself and I added a family group chat on Instagram, because this is the only social media that I had was Instagram. Like, so, and I knew a few of my family members that was on Instagram, so I was like, okay, let me grab them. And then I would tell them like, hey, grab all the cousins that you know of and just add them in here. And that's what we did. Everybody was starting to grab everybody and coming on into the group chat. And once they added somebody, they would add cousins, and it just really got really big, like, over time. And it was cool at the moment, and it was fun. We had all linked up, we had all like added each other on our pages. It was cool, okay? And then it died down. Okay, yeah, everybody has their own lifestyle. I mean, we're adults now and we're trying to come together. It's kind of like hard because everybody doing their own little thing. But we try, at least we try to like stay in contact through the group. But of course, as family, stuff happens. People get distant, people drop out, people move. Like, okay, I'm done. But that thing happens. So that happened to me. Like, I had like kind of just like distance myself from the group chat. I would still come in and be like, what's up, hey everybody, and then just dip out. Plus I'm going to school, I'm trying to do a lot of other things, I'm a mother, like it was a lot. So I was just like, okay, the chat is on the back burner for me. So this one particular cousin, I was really trying to like get to know, because he had kids that were similar to my kids' age, and he also had an older daughter who was close in age with my oldest daughter. So I was like, yeah, that's cool, definitely, let's make sure that they know each other, okay? So we have been trying to like plan a play date for the longest, and it would never happen. Like, we was always trying to go to the skating rink with our kids and just make sure like they hung out with each other and they knew each other. Now, I have done this with other people, but with this particular cousin, it would never like mesh. So we just never like really got to that play date. But anytime I would post something on like my story, like say if I was going out to the club and I wear something that was like a little revealing or something like that, just to think of this is just like really nasty to me in my brain, but like really cute. And I would post it on my story, and this particular cousin would come to my story, like it, heart eyes, heart emoji, fire emoji, and he would just say like certain stuff, and I'm gonna put it in the video so y'all can read it yourselves, and y'all can make your own determination of how y'all feel about it. But so he would just say like just things, and I would just like heart it what he said, or laugh at it, or just say thank you and keep it pushing, because in my spirit I felt like, ugh, like why is he saying that to me? Like I'm his cousin. But I was just always trying to like brush it off, like maybe this is how he was raised, to like give his cousin this type of praise, so this is something that I'm not used to. So I'm just like, oh my god, a little weird, but okay, thank you, moving on. So it kept happening, and to the fact where I was just like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing this. And I had posted something maybe like a month ago, and he was like, damn, Lex. And I was like, ooh. Okay, now this is like, no, I need to say something. But I still didn't say anything. I still didn't say nothing. So now, fast forward to like last week, I had posted this.
Way too real. I got them Texas boppers on call, shit get way too trill. I got your egg.
And this man comes to my story and was like, so when you want to come see my house? Wait, what? What? When do I want to come see your house? I don't want to come see your house. So when he said that under that particular post, I was just like, okay, no, I'm gonna wash my hands with this. I'm about to say something. Like, you're not about to keep coming at me like this, because it's just not appropriate. It's not appropriate for cousins to come at cousins like this. It's not appropriate for no family member to come at another family member inappropriate like this. So I was like, no, I'm going to say something. Like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm going to speak my piece, because you're not gonna keep trying me like this. I feel like you trying me, and I feel like you know you trying me, and and I feel like you're trying to see like if I'm gonna bite or something. I'm not finna bite, sir, because you got the wrong person. Like, I'm not that type of girl. I don't know what you thought, but it's just not me. Like, it's just not me. So I wrote him back, and I said that, and I went to my family group chat, and I let the chat know, like, okay, da 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 da, this is what's going on. I don't care about who he is. At this moment, he's no longer my cousin. Like, I am Xing him out, because what if I would have went to his house? What if? Like, what if I would have went to his house? Then what? Like, I just can't even imagine what could have happened to me, because first of all, he doesn't have the best rap sheet anyway. He has been charged with battery. He has been charged with rape, for rape on an adult over the age of 18. Like, and I have proof of these things. Like, what if I would have went over there? What if? Just what if? And it's a lot of people in my family who would probably dismiss this whole situation and just be like, he wasn't trying to talk to her. He wasn't trying to like make a move at her. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful. She took it the wrong way, X, Y, and Z. But I wouldn't know because I got out the chat. Once I said what I had to say, I removed myself because I didn't want to hear what nobody else had to say. I didn't want to hear what he had to say. I didn't care. What I said, that's all I wanted to know. That's it. Because what I say, that's all that matters at this point. Because what you're saying to me privately is inappropriate. No shape, way, form. You can move it, maneuver it, reword it. It's just what you're saying is really nasty. Point blank, period. Like, that's it. Like, no. So I removed myself, and yeah, I just left it alone. And my brother is like really kind of not on his rocker all the way. And once I told him, he was like, you should get that man address, and I'm gonna come over there. And I was like, no, it's not worth it. I already said what I had to say. I'm just gonna dismiss it. It is what it is. I don't have to talk to this man ever again. I don't see him. I don't be around the family like that. So I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. Have it. But it goes to show you that no matter what type of family you may think you have, you just never know. You just never know, like, what is going on in somebody's brain, how they feel about somebody. Like, yes, we didn't grow up with each other, so maybe that's why he felt like he could say those type of things to me. But I just don't understand. Like, your grandmother and my great granddad were sisters and brothers. Yes, we are cousins distantly, but your dad and my dad were we're second cousins, so we're third cousins. Which I mean, I don't really look at it like that, because if it's blood, we're blood. It doesn't matter. We have the same blood in our DNA. Like, you're my cousin. And I'm just like in awe, because I would never have thought that would happen to me, like, at this big old age. But I guess it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But it just goes to show that this is a real thing. People in your family will dismiss like certain things because they feel like, no, not him, and that's a good person. They would never do that. And if you don't say it and have proof, or if you don't blatantly show it to somebody and be bold about it and let them know that this is what's going on in front of that person and everybody else who needs to know, then it's just like it gets swept under the rug. Because especially if this person is a likable person to the family and everybody loves this person, they're gonna be like, oh no, he would never, or oh no, she would never. And how would you know? How do you know? How do you know? Are you with that person 24 hours? No, you're not. So you don't know. And it's just sad to me, because I know people who probably go through this. Like, they are being sexually abused, mentally abused, physically abused. And it's just like, they would never, because they're likable, and that doesn't make it right. And the other person just has to suffer and go through something because the family feel like they would never, and that's not right. So again, I didn't want to know what nobody felt, what nobody thought. What I said is what I said, and what I said is what I meant. Because if me and you would have ever linked up and our kids would have got close, or you know, whatever the case may be, and say if I would have let my daughter over to your house, because I'm thinking in my brain, this is my cousin, he would protect my child. He would protect my child. What if he would have touched my child? Like, oh my God. What if he's touching his kids? Like, it just, it's just scary out here. It's just really scary. You can't even really trust your family members because you just don't know. And it's just really sad. It's just really sad. Like, I had to take my daughter away from a certain child because word got around that this one particular child was touching this child, and that child told her mom asked me, and it was just a big old mess. So I just said, okay, let me remove my child from the situation. Like, we're gonna cut that out, because I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved, because when kids get involved, it gets really sticky, it gets messy, and I really could give two F's about what nobody think. If my child say yes, I'm believing my child, and my child word is above everything else. And if I feel like I gotta go the extra step on whatever, then it's whatever, and it is what it is. It's just gonna be whatever. And then family's gonna get involved. We all gonna get in trouble. So let me just remove myself and my child from the situation. We're just gonna move that way. And I don't have to talk to nobody. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be nothing. I'm gonna be cordial, and that's it. Like, I'm gonna wash my hands with it. A lot of people will be like, well, I'm not even gonna talk to them anymore. But my child said nothing happened to her, so I'm just gonna remove my child from the situation before anything does happen. I don't even want anything to happen. So these things are a real topic, something that is really going on, and family members need to really open their eyes and just be like, okay, let's sit down and let's discuss this, because this can't go on, and we need to figure it out. Like, either we have to dismiss this family member, like, you can't come around no more, or we gotta see if you really lying or telling the truth. Like, I don't know how it, I don't know. I just know for my experience, I had proof. So it's up to you to take whoever's side, but I'm telling you, I have proof. You don't have to take my side. I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation, because if you feel like that person wasn't in the wrong, then you are just as nasty, especially if you have proof. But these things happen, and I just want to be the voice for somebody who probably can't speak out. Like, if you have that one particular person who you confide in, and you tell them, like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, I need you to, like, be my backbone when I tell the family. Like, and if you don't have that support, then you just really have to be your own support and just stand up for yourself. Like, this is what's happening to me, and I'm going to let y'all know, like, this is what's going on. And if you can get to a safe place, definitely do so. If you can get away from that person, do so, because this is not right. These people are sick in the brain. They need help, and they don't know how to get the help that they're needing. So you have to get help for yourself. You have to get away from this person, and you have to get help for yourself, because if you don't, you're just gonna suffer with these things that you have to go through. And I'm here to tell you that it's going to be okay. Like, you don't need anybody's validation. You are your own person. If you know that's wrong, that's wrong. Wrong is wrong, right is right. So get away if you can. If you can't, try to make a way to get away, because it's not right. You shouldn't have to deal with that in your life. Like, your life should not be miserable because of someone else's sick brain. So I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all my story, like, really quick, because I can't even believe that happened to me. But again, I'm here for you. If you need help, I'm here for you. But thank y'all so very much for your support. And I'll catch y'all next time.